Now it's time for today's three-stock lunch. Here with our trades is Bill Strazzulo from Bell Curve Trading. Bill, welcome. And let's start with Peloton. Let's go super micro. Peloton returning to sales growth for the first time in 9 quarters. They beat results, had a mixed outlook for the year ahead. Simeon last hour just said they need to really focus on bringing expenses down if they want the shares to go much higher from here. What's your take?
Yeah, Kelly, I think the stock has more room to run on the at least in the short term. I'd buy it from 385 to 360. I think you'll go back to 450, $5, and I think you can push this to 550, 575. So in the short term, it looks good. It looks like you finally have some people caught the wrong way here, meaning maybe a little short, underweight. But in the bigger scheme of things, the technical structure is really problematic. You put in a high at 171.09 in January of 2021. The average person who's still long the stock is long in the 90s. So you've got people who are way offside in this name. And so any sort of sustained move higher, people are going to sell into. So short term, again, I think you still have more to go on the upside. Bigger picture, I don't want to own the name. Trading's not like diving or figure skating. You don't get extra points for level of difficulty. And so here, even though the short term may have more ups, the long-term structure to me is very problematic. And more than likely, Peloton is going to go sideways for a long period of time to clear out those bad long positions.
All right, so that's okay. It's a very valid view to have. Let's talk about the consumer front still, because we're also, Bill, talking about Advanced Auto Parts slashing its sales and earnings guidance, citing lower discretionary spending. Again, it wasn't that long ago. Pandemic, everybody had to fix up their cars, and they were going to go and spend all kinds of money at Advanced Auto Parts and its competitors. What's giving now? Yeah,
similar story here, Dom. When you have these stocks with these meteoric rises and these big falls, it's really difficult to kind of recover their bullish momentum. Advanced Auto Parts, topped out at 224 and change in 2022. You look at the average person who's long the stock; they're still long around $140 a share. It's over $100 from where we are right now, and so I still think there's more to go on the downside. In this name, I'd want to get short from 63 to 57. I think you trade down to at least $40, $35 before it's over. But again, it's another one of these situations where you had this big, significant move to the upside, equally dramatic move down. You have a big overhang here, what we call a bell curve top heavy. A lot more bad longs in the market than bad shorts. Those bad longs haven't been cleaned out, and I think you go to at least $40 to $35 before you start to find some stability here.
I love this mental model, not least because I was cleaning out the house all morning, Bill, so I'm totally tracking. So you think Advance could have more room to drop. Let's see what you think about Snowflake, which that one's down after topping results and boosting full-year guidance today, but there are signs of decelerating growth. It's down 13%, down 23% in a year. What's your take?
Same thing. Snowflake is actually probably in a worse situation. As you said, Kelly, they beat second quarter earnings and revenue, lifted full year guidance, and the stock's getting absolutely pounded. Not a good sign. And again, I think it's if you look at the long term structure of all these charts, they're all the same way. And Snowflake's no different. You had a high of 429 in December of 2020. The average long position is around 220. So again, people are way off size here. What I'd like to do in this name, I'd like to get short 122 to 127. I'm looking for a move to 113, 100, and at least down to 90. So, all of these, basically, these three names kind of fall into the same category where, markets balance two ways, price or time. And in all three of these cases, I think you need to go sideways for a long period of time, work off the overbought condition before they can do anything meaningful on the upside.
All right, there you go. Three stock lunch for today. Bill Strazzulo, Bell Curve Trading. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.